Coaches, welcome to the film room. We're going to do a series of breakdown videos, and in this first one, we're going to talk about guarding the dribble. Oftentimes, we have to show up to practice like a doctor. We've got to figure out what's wrong. We find things that are wrong. We've got to be able to diagnose where the breakdown is, where the problems are, and then we got to be able to prescribe the right thing. Starting off with this first one, guarding the dribble, because this is often a problem for a lot of teams. We definitely face this problem every single year. So we've diagnosed the problem that we've got to guard the dribble better. What are some things that happen when you don't guard the dribble? There's a lot of residual effect besides just getting beat off the dribble. Oftentimes it puts you in rotations, then you have to help, you get out of position, they kick out for threes, you have to chip down, you now have a point guard blocking out a big. But anytime you can't keep the dribble in front of you, there's going to lead to a lot of things that can go wrong for your basketball team. So in this series right here, this 1% Get Better, we've diagnosed that guarding the dribble is a problem. We're going to show you some reasons it's not going well. And there's a lot of things we can do to help that as coaches. We can work on anticipation, better angles, and many of the things that you're going to see in this video right here.
Okay, we're going to watch a few different clips here of not being able to guard the ball very well. And this is probably a problem for everybody. And I think over the year, you just want to find little reasons you're not guarding the ball well and how can we do it better. On this first one here, you see that it's kind of a bad angle on the closeout and an over closeout, and he gets beat off the dribble really quickly. As you can see that happen there. In this next clip right here, you're going to see a different problem. This problem is a little bit different in the sense that I think it's an approach to the ball. So we do a good job of getting through the ball screen. And then once we get through the ball screen right here, you see us kind of back and give ground. I like that a lot. But then when we reapproach the ball, the offense comes at us hard. You got to be careful at reapproaching the ball. You got to do it with good angles and under control. On this next one here, you're going to see the ball over here on the wing, and we really try and win this first dribble, and kind of on the fake we jump hard and then get beat the other direction. I think it's really important on fakes and first dribbles to give a little bit of a ground so that you can actually win the angle. Here there's an exchange on a ball screen where we switch, and then we do a good job of cutting off the dribble on the next one. And this third one right here, we really go for the fake, similar to the previous drive where we try and jump left or right rather than just giving a little bit of ground and keeping the ball in front of us. And so that's obviously something that we would want to go back and work on in practice, because it's happened a couple times, you can see. This one's more of a pace one, and I don't think there's a lot of great help or support here, but I'll pause that as he's coming down the court right there. We're really trying to win the dribble too early. When somebody's full head of steam, I think it's really important to funnel the ball, so I would really like to keep it on the sideline. It's hard to win a one-on-one with a full head of steam, so funneling the ball is really key. So there's another thing for us to work on so that we get better at guarding the dribble. All right, on this one right here, same thing. We weren't really funneling the ball a direction to begin, so he gets deep in the paint. And then same on the second one right here, we don't funnel it to one direction or the other either. We're kind of over-pressuring the ball. And you can't use your help defenders if you're not funneling in one direction. And this one right here, we did funnel a direction. I'm not sure we're all on the same page, and that's coaching. Got to get better at it, but we're not really funneling the ball to our help very much. This one right here, I kind of like. It's just an aggressive defensive look, but we get a foul call on it. All right, now we're going to take some look at some other clips, and obviously this is an elite defender, one of the best we've seen here at Baylor, but look at him sit. I think you can just sit and appreciate this, and I like the way he approaches the ball. He backs up, then he approaches. He backs up and he approaches, reads the ball really well. We'll watch Mitchell again here on another one. So he gives ground to make sure that defender picks it up. He's fighting through ball screens really well, sitting on every single dribble, and same with his teammate right here. He didn't sit quite as well, but at least he funneled it and took a good angle to stop the ball. Take a couple more looks at those. Some real good keys, I think, that they're just taking good angles, getting back underneath the ball right here, and just know where to go when you're ahead of the dribble. And they're doing a great job of fighting and getting skinny through the screens, which is not giving Gonzaga, one of the best teams in the country, really good driving opportunities. So two things you really want to take, but the angles is key in all of these right here. Just really, really good angles. So here's Virginia a little bit. Now look at the space between him and the dribbler. And as he gets closer to the rim, he gets closer to him, which is fine. That's good defense. But he gives space when he needs to give space to make sure the ball is contained. All right, here's a great angle on going under a ball screen. No matter how you guard ball screens, you can take a look at this. Active hands, active feet, and just send it good angles right there where he's just pushing the ball left or right. And I think that giving of ground, it makes it hard. When that ball's in front of you, The offensive player has got to make a lot of good moves. When they get into your body, then it's a lot easier to get beat. And Virginia does a great job of still putting ball pressure, but not letting you get into their body defensively. Good closeouts as well, really good closeouts. But, they're getting into the paint, they're getting it, but they're not getting where they want to. Great job of just giving ground and giving support. And you see Virginia make other teams take so many tough shots because they do that so well.
Coaches, hope you enjoyed that video breakdown right there. It's oftentimes those one little thing or two little things that you can diagnose and help your team get better at that can make a world of difference. So many games come down to 1 or 2 or 4 possessions, and if you can just pinpoint these 1 or 2 things, you can improve that in your team. It might be the difference in a win and a loss.